I'm Deep Mahaman and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV, a very, very special edition for you this week because of course Liverpool are contesting once again for the FA Cup. They're facing Chelsea of course on Saturday. With me in the studio I have the one Christopher Pajak. I like it. You don't all have to have your own intro.
Move every week.
The Anfield Raps, Rod Gutman, and the Ragamuffins are one and only David Jaggs. Nice to have you in the studio, boys. Dave, making your debut.
I know.
Happy to be here.
Just about, yeah.
Excellent.
If in doubt, ask a taxi driver.
Definitely, we are in the back end of it. We are on the Liverpool frontier, as I like to say. Like, you know what I mean. We've got purple bins, but a few streets over they haven't. You've got to be careful. Anyway,
it's not the year though, Paul. That's the only part of Liverpool people had heard of.
It's true.
Before 1981. Funny enough.
Therefore, anyway, right, Rob, we're going to Wembley Thrice, but is that a bit of a stupid thing to say, given how much stick we give Evertonians for saying twice? Do we count? Should we say twice because we don't count the semi-final?
But this whole thing, we invented this, didn't we, in 2001?
Yeah.
This tell me ma thing. There's nothing that predates that, is there?
I don't believe so.
No. Certainly not from them.
But the biggest piss stick I thought was when Everton went to the final a couple of years ago.
2009.
And they said, tell me, and you see the stickers everywhere around the place. Tell me ma. Tell me ma. Tell her what. Tell her what. We went to Wembley on a semi-final to a final and got beat. Fucking hell, great. Your mum's got a pretty boring life if that's something that she needs to be told.
That champagne's still on ice.
It is still it's in the freezer. Like, put it back in the pantry. Put it back in the pantry, it might go.
Well, when we first started singing it in 01, it seemed like a good idea. You know, it was good. Yeah, Thrice works for me. It's fine.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
It also feels like it's sort of you've won a trophy even before you have.
I think that was the thing, wasn't it? The semi-final, they felt very much like a final in some respects.
Yeah.
That was the big game definitely for them and you know, for us as well.
I know for a fact when discussing it, I have secretly called it. When we played in the cup in the final against Everton, then just had to correct myself.
Yeah, so and anyone who watched our match reaction video immediately in the stadium afterwards, I did call it the final.
Yeah, we got to keep them.
Yeah. You also said we scored from a corner though, Paul.
I made several mistakes on that show. That's a point. Top tip, yeah. If you're going down to Wembley to the game, if you get a smear off ice, pour it into one of those wonderful clear plastic cups. Tell them it's Fanta Lemon, and you can drink it in the stands.
Literally.
Shared knowledge, communal Scouse knowledge. We turned around and every fucking day.
So you put it in the white plastic cup?
Just the clear glasses they give you, the cup, the plastic, sorry Chris, plastic glasses, plastic cups.
Plastic receptacles.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to taste it on the way
out. No, he literally goes, no alcohol. The guy goes, no alcohol. I've got like 3 pint glasses full of Fanta Lemon, mate. Sam, go on.
And I don't think anyone would believe that you'd have 3 pint glasses full of Smirnoff, because that cost about 47 quid to do that. Like, they were like, it's almost like, you know, a fair play. If that's how you want to spend your money, go for it. Like, yes. Anyway,
you could just pour it in your Coke or something. Get a shot. They do the miniatures at Wembley. They do, don't they?
They could well do. I think we didn't venture that. But
high on Smirnoff Ice. There's no telling.
It was a teenage progression. It was like being 17 in the crazy house again. It was amazing. Like, anyway. Obviously we've got Chelsea in the cup final there, Chris. The last time we faced them in a cup final, we're going back to 2005, and one of the other forgotten finals, and it didn't go very well.
Well, now it was Chelsea's first trophy, wasn't it, under Abramovich in 2005, and Mourinho's first for them. Started decent season for them, but you know, ultimately we had the last laugh with the Champions League. But
it was hilarious actually, because it was one of those games where it looked like everything was going right. Reece scored in the first minute, didn't he?
Morientes flipped.
Who was the mascot in that final?
Go on.
Him.
Sorry, for those of you who obviously can't see behind the camera, Rob's got his lad Daddy with him. Look at that. Brilliant. And an expert reveal to what goes on behind the scenes. It's all of a cut. It's like Soccer AM all of a sudden. This is it. Fantastic, mate. Well done. Brilliant.
Sorry, but Danny and me and him we had Liverpool's Ian Cotton took us to do all the mascotty things. He was only about 6, something like that. Went on the pitch.
Hang on, is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Hold on, that. It's 13, take away, what's that, 7? Yeah, maths. And, yeah, he wouldn't come off the pitch. He thought he was going to, because he was so young, he was having a kick about with Gerrard and Reese and I think Dudek, and he didn't want to come off the pitch because he thought he was playing. He'd given him his own little kit and boots and all that. And then Ian Cottons took us through to our seats. I think we missed the bloody Reese goal. Anyway, there you go.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so it's all your fault. It was one of those games. That was the other unofficial Gerrard final, that wasn't it? When we all thought he'd somehow managed to jump up from the wall and deflect it into the top corner on purpose because Chelsea were signing him in the summer. I mean, that was a bit of it was a funny, that one, wasn't it, Dave? Gerrard was not exactly our favourite player on that day.
No, one about was it TNS when he scored the hat trick all the way through that summer. It was like, oh, he's going, and then that was the game when he was like, no, I'm not. And it was like the first. I remember the first goal, and it was just, yeah, all right. And then 2 more went in, and it was like, yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that was also great because who was the other Liverpool goal scorer that day?
Against Chelsea.
Against Chelsea, Antonio Nunes.
Exactly, Antonio Nunes. Remember him?
Yeah,
I forgot.
And people think we've got a shit squad this season. Like, you mean, honestly.
It's 3-2. Yeah, it's like yes.
I
get it mixed up with the Chelsea semi where Babel scores the wonder goal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I wasn't in the ground then.
Good game.
I was left.
Yeah.
In disgust. Well, and I couldn't stand because we'd done that much before.
Anyway, Chris, Liverpool this season, cup team extraordinaire.
Seems so the pressure's off us in cup games at the moment, isn't it? We've had the crowd sort of on the team's back.
In the right way.
Yeah, in the right way.
Not on the back, as in like fucking your shit. Like
there's a lot of pressure on them this season.
Yeah. Yeah. Like getting pinned down and assaulted like Henderson has been from the cop all season. Like.
Right.
What was your point?
I can't remember now. You just kept talking.
So, cup team extraordinaire, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the like Norwich aside, I'd say everything seems to come off, but.
We've been shit in the league, in fairness, though, haven't we, Rob? And it's been a nice break to be able to have these cup games to look forward to.
But I've got a thing about the cup things. This cup team label, it's just not right because the Champions League's a cup at the end of the day, but it doesn't count. You don't count as a cup team when you win knockout ties, even though there's the 2-leg things and the league complexity. But it's still a cup. When we won 4 of our 5 European cups, it was a knockout competition. At the end of the day, if you prevail in the cups, it's another 30% of your season.
Yeah.
You've got to win a certain amount. It's just winning football matches against, and you have to win them mainly against good teams to get anywhere in there. So it's no shame in it. I think this season, in a way, it's not like I don't think it's necessarily we've relaxed and raised our game. I just think there's a certain rhythm to the season. We've hit form in pockets basically, and not been able to sustain it, and it seems to have coincided. It could have gone against us.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, what's your take on it? Do you think it is just, as Rob sort of suggests, that's when we naturally would have hit form or whatever, or is it a case of, as you say, the pressure's off, or have we been, I don't know, lucky? Because there's a lot of people said we were lucky to win the Carling Cup. I don't know how you can be. I don't really know that you can luckily win a cup competition.
Well, we were lucky in part of games, but lucky on the whole over a cup competition. As Rob says, you've got to win football matches. You've got to win a lot of football matches to win a cup. Rob brings up a great point. We have hit form in patches during the season, but yeah, I do think there was a lot of pressure on us at Anfield at home this season because of the missed opportunities and all the fucking cliches that we've been saying all season long, and that pressure is just off them when it's a cup competition, because it doesn't fucking matter then. It's literally just go out there, win this one game and progress.
Well, we've talked a lot again throughout this season. One of the biggest topics has been the Anfield atmosphere. And now, Dave, obviously, it's been very quiet at Anfield in league games, but cup games, having that sort of the cup feeling and the atmosphere has been a lot better. How much do you reckon that's influenced the players on the pitch?
Has it been that much better?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
I've got
a feeling. Man City aside. Well, Man United aside, because it's Man United. Everton, yeah.
We've played big teams in a couple. I think that's obviously made a big impression, and it's sort of like if we hadn't got Man United, it's like wasting beating the Manx if we then go on to somebody after that.
There is a point, about pressure and cup things, which is it's people when they say the pressure's removed in the cup, they mean like the pressure from getting to a position in the league, but it's actually much more specific pressure that's released. In the league, if you're a good team, you go away to a Norwich, or you're at home to a Bolton or a QPR, you have to win. You have to get 3 points. You have to win in 90 minutes. In a cup game, if you're at 1-1 on 60, 70 minutes, it is not going to be a disaster if you're missing chances for fun that you don't see out and get the win. You will get another chance at it. Yeah. If you're the better team, you're confident. And I think that does relax you. If there is more that in that way. I think the pressure's released in the cup, not just that it's a distraction from the league specific.